वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम्
अखण्डं सच्चिदानन्दम्
आनन्दम्
मनसगोचरम्
मनसगोचरम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
आत्मानम् अखिलाधारम्
श्रेयेभीष्टसिद्धये
आश्रयेभीष्टसिद्धये
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अर्थतोऽप्यद्वयानन्दान्
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
अतीतद्वैतभानतः
गुरूणाराध्य वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
गुरोनाराध्य
वेदान्तसारं वक्ष्ये यथामति।
वेदान्तो नाम उपनिषत् प्रमाणम् तदुपकारीणि शारीरक सूत्रादीनि
च
वेदान्तः नाम प्रमाणम् उपनिषत् प्रमाणम्। वेदान्तस्य अन्यनाम नामान्तरम् उपनिषत्। उपनिषत् एव प्रमाणम्। केवलं वेदान्तः एव न, तदुपकारीणि शारीरकसूत्रादीनि च इति। शरीरे भवः शारीरः जीवः इत्यर्थः शारीर मीन्स जीवः शारीरः एव शारीरकः अतः जीवात्मनः स्वरूपभूतेन ब्रह्मणा तस्य ऐक्यबोधकानि वाक्यानि उपनिषद वाक्यानि तदुपकारीनि उपकारीनि means supporting text ancillary text tadupakari which helps in understanding the teaching of the Upanishads. That is a pramana. Tadupakari. The Vedanta Sara is a text. It's an Upanishadic text. Why? Because it presents the Sara of the Vedanta. Vedantasara. So Vedantasara means the author says Upanishadic text. All the supporting text Upakari, they also come under Vedanta. Like Shariraka Sutradini, Brahma Sutradini. Shariraka means Jivatma, Samsari Jivatma. So Jivatmanaha Brahmatva Bodhaka Sutrani, Brahma Sutrani, Shariraka Sutrani, Adini iti Padat. So we can bring in Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, everything. And also the Bhashya written on that. Adi Shabdena, Adi Shabdena, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Etani, Bhashyani api Viryante. So therefore, all these are Upanishad. But the main Pramana means main text is Shastram, Upanishads. These also present the same teaching. We know what the Prakarana Grantha is. Prakarana Grantha is Shastra Kadesha Sambandham. Shastra Karyantare Sitam. Aguhu Prakaranam Nama Grantha Vedam Vipastitaha. It is connected to the main Shastram Upanishad partly because it deals with, or it presents a topic, not a particular topic. Doesn't deal with the whole. Amshataha. Shastrasya bhagashah sambandhah karoti. Shastra karyantare sthitam. So it has got commitment in karyantare, not in producing knowledge. Knowledge is produced by Upanishads. Whereas the knowledge, what the Upanishad produced, that has to be assimilated by removing doubts, by removing vagueness. So therefore, the Vedanta Prakarana Grantha, they serve the purpose. Now here, the Prakrite Vedantasara Grantaha, Vedanta Shastrasya Prakarana Grantaha. This Prakrita Shastram, here what we are reading, this Vedantasara it is Vedanta Shastra. Vedanta Shastrasya Prakarana Grantaha. Prakarana Grantha, it is not only in the context of Vedanta, it is there in other many topics also. What we are reading is Vedanta Prakarana Grantha, Vedanta Shastrasya Prakarana Grantha. It means Vedanta Shastrasya yat karyam jivasya mukti upaya pratibadaram karoti. Sakayava Vedantasya Prakaranamiti. So Vedanta Shastra, which presence of which gives the mukti upaya. The upaya, the means for moksha. That is what the commitment of the Vedanta Shastra. Vedanta Prakranam also has the same commitment. Iti. So therefore, Rakaranat Grantha, all the other Prasthanatrayam, everything come under Pramanam. That's what we say, Shruti Pramanam, Smriti Pramanam. Then Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra presents the teaching of the Vedanta in the Sutra form. And that has to be, that is commented by the Acharyas in the tradition. So they present the teaching, they conclusively present what the Vedanta says, that Siddhanta, the Siddhanta of the Upanishad. Why Siddhanta? Because many sects or schools have different idea, they arrive at different meaning of the same Upanishads, what we study. Some say Visishtadvaita, some say Advaita. Therefore, to conclusively present the Tatparyam of the Upanishad, Brahma Sutra is there. So the study of Vedanta culminates with the study of Brahma Sutra. Ultimate purpose is Brahma Sutra. Why Brahma Sutra? All the points are discussed. All the points are elaborately discussed in the form of the sutra. In the form of the sutra, it is there. Then Bhashyam is there. Then further Bhashyam is there. So therefore, all these come under Vedanta Pramanam. So here Vedantasara is Vedanam Antaha Vedantaha Vedantasya Saraha Upanishad Saraha. Therefore, it is presents the Sara of the essence of the Upanishad. So therefore, it has the same commitment in presenting the asset of the Upanishads. So therefore, this is also can be loosely called Upanishadic text. And also we will see that the author will quote from the Upanishads. But as the main Pramanam, this is loosely called. This is Avantara. Loosely called, it is as the Upanishadic text. It is not the Upanishadic text. Vedantasara, not Upanishadic text. But name is Vedantasara. Vedanta means Upanishad. Sara means essence. So, because this text also has the same commitment as that of the Upanishads. That is why it is called Vedantasara. Therefore, loosely it is called. It is not Upanishadic text, but it can be called loosely. So, Tadupakarini, this is Subodhini Tika. It's also very nice, simple way he has presented, not very much elaborated. I'm reading from here. Idanim sarvasyapi vastu vichara uddeshapurvakatvat pratignatam vedantam namataha nirdishati vedantaha nama iti. Vastu vichara uddeshapurvakatvat pratignatam vedantam namataha nirdishati. Vedanta nama iti. Upanishadaha eva Pramanam, Upanishad Pramanam. Upanishadaha yatra Pramanam iti va. Tadupakarini Vedanta Vakya Sangrahakani Shariraka Sutradini Athato Brahma Jigyasa Ityadini Sutrani. This is Subodhini Tika. So here the pratigyatam, a pratigya, it is given by the author, said by the author, presented by the author, pratigyatam. वस्तु विचार उद्देश्य पूर्वकत्वात् प्रतिज्ञातं वेदांतम. So Vedantam namatah, with the name called Vedanta, nirdishati. It is nirdishati. It is called by the name Vedanta nama iti. Why? Vastu vichara uddesha purvakatva. Vastu is Brahma. So it is Brahma vichara. Jiva or Jiva Swarupa vichara. Purvakat. Vichara uddesha purvakatvat. It has the commitment in the inquiry of the Vastu. Vastu is Brahma. Uddesha purvakatvat. Pratignatam Vedantam. So Vedantam is inquiry of the Vastu, preceded by the commitment of the Vichara of the Vastu, Charakatvat, Pratignatam, Sarvasyapi Pratignatam. It is, everything is Pratignatam, everything is declared to be Vedanta. Everything is declared to be Vedanta. What everything? That is Tadupakarini, Shariraka Sutradini cha, everything declared to be Vedanta. Because all have the commitment in the inquiry into the Vastu. So Tadupakarani Vedanta Vakya Sangrahakani Iti Atata Brahma Jignasa. Adi Shabdena, Adi Shabda is Adini. Adi Shabdena Bhagavad Gita, the Adhyatma Shastrani Grigyante, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Not only Bhagavad Gita, etc. Other granthas. All the granthas can be included. Grigyante. Teshamapi Upanishad Vachyatvat iti bhavaha. They also Teshamapi Upanishad Vachyatvat. They also called by the name Upanishad iti bhavaha. That is why I said Vedantasara is also Upanishadic text. Because they also present the same Vastu. Therefore, so therefore, Teshamapi Upanishad Vachyatvat iti bhavaha. So Bhagavad Gita, that is Bhagavad Gita is called Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad. Nano yadyapi avantar anubandha chatushtayam apadyeti nirdishtam tatapi paramana anubandha chatushtayasya nirupitatvat atra prekshavatam pravrittihi na syaditi aha asya vedanta iti. We will look into that later. We have to read further. So this line we discussed in the last class. Vedanto nama Upanishad pramanam iti. So that is Vedanta is a word. Vedanta is a word for Upanishads. And the Upanishads which are the topic of the Upanishad which are discussed in those granthas, they are also called by the name Vedanta. So this Prakarana Grantha also has same commitment as that of the Upanishad. Therefore, it is also called Vedanta Saraha iti. Then the next line. So it's Vedanta is a very broad name. Vedanta meaning Upanishad is the last portion of the Veda. But other supporting text also. They get the name Vedanta. Therefore, we can say, I study Vedanta, even if you study Prakarana Grantha. Tattva Vedanta Grantha only. The only difference is Upanishads were revealed. These texts were written. Upanishads were revealed by Bhagavan to Rishis. Since the teaching is not presented systematically in the Upanishad, the Acharyas and the tradition, they take up the task of presenting the same in the form of the Grantha, Prakarana Grantha, Sutra, Prakarana Grantha, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Therefore, and also, this Vedanta, the Upanishad discuss the Mukhya Vishaya, that is Jiva Brahma Aikyam, Mahavakya. There are other supporting topics which are discussed by these texts, like in Gita. Karma Yoga is discussed. Karma Yoga is discussed elaborately. Ahara Shuddhi is discussed. Tapas is discussed. The 20 spiritual disciplines, Amanittam, Adambittam, Ahimsa, Shantihi, Arjun, all these are is supporting. Okay, now any text you have, any text what we take up for study, before we study, we need to know the something called Anubandha Chatushtaya, which we discussed, which you know very well, in Tattvabodha we discussed. So, Pratyeka Shastrasya Arambe, Anubandhana, Grantakarena, Anubandhanam Pradarshanam Kartavya. Shastrakrita, Anubandha Chatushtayam, Anubandha Chatushtaya Pradarshanam Kartavya. They have to present Shastrakara, the author has to present the Anubandha. He has to write the Anubandha, give the Anubandha. This is a niyama. This is the rule. If Anubandha is not there, the Grantha will not be taken for study. It will not be recognized. So this niyama sarveshu granteshu api vartate eva. What is Anubandha? Anu meaning paschat. Bandha, badnati. Anu paschat badnati iti Anubandha. Shambitam. I'm having severe cold. Anubadnati iti Anubandha. Anubandham. The word Anubandha is made of two words, Anu and Bandha. Badnati iti Bandha. Anu is after, that which is bound after, the text. So, therefore, without the knowledge of Anubandha Chatushtaya, without the knowledge of the Anubandha Chatushtayam, nobody will take up the study of the text. Like when you buy a book, you see the topic, you see the book title of the book. If the title is interesting, or if you have if the title is related to your area of interest or your area of work, then you will buy the book. So the title tells you what the subject matter is. Suppose if the title is about astronomy, if you're interested in knowing astronomy, you will buy that book because the title tells you what is the content of the book. There is no book without a title. Even the autobiography also, that will be the name of the person. So whose autobiography is? Therefore, yasya jnanam vina shastre pravrittihi na bhavati. Yasya cha jnanena pravrittihi bhavati. Saha eva anubandha iti. Anubandha is simple Sanskritam, we can define like this. Yasya jnanam vina shastra pravrittihi na bhavati. Yasya jnanena eva pravrittihi shastra pravrittihi bhavati. Saha eva anubandha. Without the knowledge that pravritti, the taking up the text for study will not happen. With the knowledge of the text, one takes up the text for study. Knowledge means not the whole knowledge, but some knowledge about the text. If you know if you have the knowledge, complete knowledge, then you don't have to read the text. Some jnanam should be there, some knowledge should be there with regard to what the text presents. And if that knowledge, what it presents, if you're interested, then you will take up the text for study. So that is simple way of presenting what is Anubandha. So this Anubandha is of 4 Chatvarah bhavati anubandaha. Anubandha are called fourfold connections. This is a translation I use. Fourfold connections. That which connects a person to the text. That is called anubandha. And the connection, the connecting factors are four. Chatvaraha bhavati anubandaha. Teke adhikari vishayaha sambandaha prayojanam. Adhikari vishayaha sambandaha prayojanam. And you will see these four things are presented in the form of the shloka or in the form of a simple sentence in the beginning of the text itself. Directly or indirectly. Even Tattvabodha, it is there. Anubandha is presented. So the author either directly presents or indirectly. So sarvaihi acharyahi purvameva pratipadyante. Yena grantha pravrittihi bhavati. Atah this anubandha chatushtaya. That is the importance of anubandha chatushtaya. So here the author says, this is a prakarana grantha. It doesn't say anubandha, but he says, since this is a Vedanta prakarana, therefore the anubandha of the Vedanta is applicable for this text also. Therefore, there is no need for discussing the anubandha chatushtayam separately. That is what the author says in the fourth sentence. We will read. Asya
Asya
Vedanta prakaranatvat
Vedanta
Vedantaprakranatvat
तदीयैहि एव अनुबन्धैः
तदीयैः
eva
अनुबन्धैः
anubandhaihi
तद्वत्ता सिद्धेः
तद्वत्ता
तद्वता
सिद्धेः
siddhehe
पृथक् आलोचनीयाः.
पृथक् आलोचनीयाः.
So, प्रारम्भे एव आचार्यैः अनुबन्धाः निरूपिताः एव. Here the Acharya, what he does, the Acharya Sadananda Yogendra, what he does is, he says, ये अनुबन्धाः वेदान्तशास्त्रस्य भवन्ति ते एव अस्य प्रकरणस्यापि प्रकरणग्रन्थस्यापि वेदान्तप्रकरणत्वात् अतः पृथक्तया न प्रतिपादनीयाः इति आचार्यः वदति. कन्नड सिंपल संस्कृतम्. अस्य अनुबन्धचतुष्टयं चत्वारः विनो अधिकारी विषय संबंध प्रयोजनम्. This अनुबन्धचतुष्टयं varies from grantha to grantha. If it is a Purva Mimamsa grantha, that is different. Purva Mimamsa Sutra is a Jaimai Sutra. Anubandha Chatushtayam is different. Brahma Sutra has got Anubandha Chatushtayam. Athato Brahma Jignasa. Brahma Jignasa, that is a topic. Brahma Jignasa Kartavya. Brahma Vicharaha. So the subject matter is Brahma Vichara. Adhikari is Athato, Ataha, Atha, Ataha. Thereafter, what after? After accomplishing sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, Dharma Vijnasa Kartaviti, the form of the sutram itself, Anubandha Chatushtayam is given. Not only for Vedanta text, not only for, even for Vyakaranam it is there. Even for Vyakarana Grantha, the author, the present Anubandha Chatushtaya. Who is the Adhikari? What is the subject matter? What is subject matter? Adhikari, Vishaya, Sambandha, and Prayojanam. All this, any text, any type of text, it is discussed. Therefore, in fact, the very division of the Shastram, the Veda into two, Purva Bhagaha, Uttara Bhagaha, it is based on Anubandha Chatushtayam. For us, this whole Veda is looked upon as two parts. Shastra Dvayam. Purva Shastram कर्मकाण्डः, उत्तरशास्त्रम् उत्तरभागः ज्ञानकाण्डः। प्रत्येकस्य पृथक् अनुबन्धचतुष्टयम् अस्ति. We have got different Anubandha Chatustaya. What is Anubandha Chatustaya for the Purva Bhaga? It's not the Anubandha Chatustayam for Uttara Bhaga. Purva Bhaga is for the people who are committed to Dharmartha Kama. It is for the priority. Uttara Bhaga is for the Shreyorti. Therefore, Adhikari itself is different. When Adhikari is different, therefore Vishayas are different. Therefore, the connection is different. Padya, Pratipadaka Sambandha is different, and Prayojanam also different. So that therefore the division of Shastram itself is based on this Upanishad, is based on Anubandha Chatushtayam only. So therefore, here the author says, this is a Vedanta Prakarana Grantha. Asya referring to Vedantasarasya iti Grantasya, Asya Pustakasya, Grantasya. Asya is a pronoun referring to this Grantha. Vedantasara iti Grantasya Vedanta Prakaranatvat. Vedanam antaha Vedantaha. Vedanta Prakaranam. Vedantasya Prakaranam. Vedantanam Prakaranam. Vedanta Prakaranam. Prakaranatvam. The status of being a Vedanta Prakarana. Vedanta Prakaranatva. Tasmat Vedanta Prakaranatva. Because of having the status of Vedanta Prakarana. Prakarana is a good word. Instead of translating to English treatise, Prakarana is better. Vedanta Prakaranatvat Asya. Vedanta referring to the Upanishad. And this is a Vedanta Prakarana. Therefore, Tadiyegi eva anubandhahi tadvatta siddhehe na pratak alochaniyaha. Vedantasara bhutatvat. This grantha is Vedantasara in the form of the Sara of the Vedanta. Vedantasara bhutatvat yet anubandha chatushtayam Vedantasya asti. Tadeva anubandha chatushtayam Vedantasarasya api. This being a Vedanta Prakarana Grantha, therefore, the Anubandha Chatushtayam of Vedanta, that is the main text, the main Pramanam, Upanishad Pramanam, whatever the Anubandha Chatushtayam, they have the same thing is for this Vedanta, Prakarana Grantha also, Vedantasara also. Asya Vedanta Prakaranatvat, the topping being Vedanta. Asya referring to Grantasya, Vedanta Saratmaka Asya Grantasya, Vedanta Prakaranatvat, this being the Prakarana Grantha. Tadiyegi eva anubandhaihi. Tadiyegi referring to Upanishad, Tad referring to Upanishad. That is the Mula Vedanta, Mula Shastram. Mula Vedanta Anubandha Chatushtaihi, Chatushtaihi eva Anubandhaihi Tadvatta Siddhehe. Tadvatta Siddhehe means Tadvata Siddhehe. Tadvatta Siddhehe means it serves the purpose, it accomplishes the purpose. The Anubandha Chatushtayam of Tadiyehi, that is Mula Shastraihi, Mula Shastranam Anubandha Chatushtayam eva Asya Grantasyapi Anubandha Chatushtayam serves the purpose of Anubandha Chatushtayam for this Grantha also. Tadiyehi eva Anubandhaihi. Tadiyehi, Tad referring to Upanishad. That Anubandha Chatushtayam of the Upanishad, that is Mula Grantha, Tadvatta Siddhehe serves the purpose of this text also. Tadvatta means Anubandhavatta. That is, this Prakarana Grantha has the same Anubandha Chatushtayam as that of the Mula Grantha, original Grantha, Upanishads. Tadvatta Siddhehe, therefore, serves the purpose. Therefore, na te pratak alochanayaha. Te referring to Anubandha Chatushtayam. Chatvaraha Anubandhaha, that is Anubandha Chatushtayam, na pratak alochaniyaha. Therefore, they are not required to be discussed separately. The author himself, in the beginning itself, he says, "Prataktaya atara na pratipadaniyaha iti." We don't have to establish, we don't have to present Anubandha Chatushtayam here separately. So, therefore, even though he says, but he mentions Adhikari Vishaya, he just mentions. The next topic will be Adhikari. So, therefore, Anubandha Chatushtayam is very important. So, this, the author also has fulfilled the tradition. I mean, yes, follow the tradition by saying what is the Anubandha Chatushtaya. Even though he doesn't discuss elaborately, in fact, Adhikari discuss a little elaborately. But he says, the Mukhya Shastram, that is Vedanta Shastram, Vedanta Shastrasya, ye Anubandaha, te eva asya grantasyapi. Ataha, Pritagna Alochaniyaha. Therefore, Pritagna Alochani. Pritag means separately. Alochaniya, discuss. Alochaniyaha, Aniyar Prataya. Therefore, we don't have to discuss it separately here. Now, little more on this. Here, the Vidwan Manoranjani says, Tatacha, Yat Shastraika Desha Sambandham, that which is connected to the Shastra. Shastra means main Shastra, Upanishad. Ekadesha Sambandham, partly. Ekadesha Sambandham. Why Ekadesha Sambandham? Because the commitment of Prakarana Grantha is to deal with the part of what the main Shastram says. Like, for example, a Prakarana Grantha may talk about only a Panchakosha Viveka. It will maybe deal with that elaborately. It may have a commitment in presenting the Viveka. Like in Panchadashi, Viveka Prakarana. First part is Viveka Prakarana. It has commitment, first 5 is Viveka Prakarana, only Viveka. Similarly, Digdrisha Viveka. That again, Digdrisha Viveka there. Similarly, Avasthatraya Viveka. So like that, Ekadesha Sambandham. So Yat Prakaranam, Tat Shastre Eva Anubandhaihi Anubandhavati iti Uttam. So Yat Shastra Ekadesha Sambandham. Yat Prakaranam, that Prakarana, which Prakarana, Yat, which is connected to the Shastram, Tat Shastriyaihi, that is connected to Shastriyaihi Anubandhaihi Eva Anubandhavat iti Uttam. So that will have the Anubandha, that is the fourfold connection, Anubandha Chatushtayam, as that of the main Shastram. Anyata, Shastra Prakarana Yogo, otherwise, Shastra Prakarana Yogo, between the Shastra, here Shastra means Upanishad, main Shastra, Mukhya Shastra. Prakarana is Prakarana Grantha. Shastra Prakarana Yogo, Vinna Vishayadimatvena, Shastra Asambandhatva Prasangat, Asambandha Pralapitam idam apadyete. Otherwise, what will happen? Shastra Prakarana Yogo, they will be looked upon as separate because Binna Vishayadimatvena, Binna Vishayadimatvam. If the Prakarana Grantha has to have the same Anubandha Chatushtaya of the main Shastra. Otherwise, they will be considered to be having Binna Vishaya, different Vishaya. Therefore, it will be not connected to the Shastra, main Shastra. It will not be connected to the main Shastra Asambandhata Prasanga. It will lead to Shastra Asambandha, will lead to Asambandha. Asambandha means Sambandha connection. Asambandha disconnected. It will be disconnected. It will be totally disconnected to the Shastra. If the Anubandha Chatushtaya are different. Asambandha Pralapitam Vidyapadyeta. Therefore, Anubandha Chatushtayam has to be told what is Anubandha Chatushtayam. It is same as that of the Shastra. Therefore, no problem. Otherwise, there will be Binna Vishaya Matvena Shastra Sambandha Prasanga. will be considered to be, otherwise it will be considered to be dealing with different Vishaya, and therefore it will be disconnected, not connected to the Shastra. If it is not connected to the Shastra, then it will not get the status of the Vedanta apadyeta, that may result. Iti. Ataha, therefore, asya grantasya, asya, that referring to that in the text asya Vedanta prakranatvat, that asya grantasya Vedanta shastriya prakranatvat, because this has a status of being the prakranam of the Vedanta Shastra. Vedanta Shastra Siddhaihi Eva Anubandhaihi. That Anubandha which has been established by Vedanta Shastram, Tadvatta Siddhehe, that very well serves the purpose, accomplishes the purpose of the Prakarana Grantha also. Therefore, Nate Anubandhaha Pratak Alochaniyaha. Therefore, the Anubandhas need not be discussed separately. Ityartaha, that is the meaning. Then the long one is that I'll just read and we'll give you a gist of that what it says. Nanu Mahavishayadege iha shastriyatve api avantara vishayadege pratak alochanam uchitam. Itarata shastram parityajya prekshavataha atra pravritti ayogaditi chet padam. Did we read this in the last class? Padam.
No.
प्रकरणत्वेन एव अवान्तर संगतेः सुलभ आलोचनत्वात् पृथक् इह निर्देशन अनपेक्षणात्. महाविषय means मुख्य विषय, that is जीव ब्रह्म जीव ब्रह्म ऐक्य विषय, that is the मुख्य विषय. So from the standpoint of that शास्त्रीयत्वे Avantara Vishyadeha. Avantara is secondary supporting topics. That with regard to that, Pratak Alochanam should be discussed separately. With regard to Mukhya Vishaya, fine. It has the status of being the Shastram, the Prakaranam, the Prakarana Grantha, the status of being the Shastram, valid Shastram, asset of the Upanishad. But with regard to the supporting topics, ancillary topics, Pratak Alochanam is better. So that the readers, so that there will not be, there will pravritti ayoga. So there will not be the impossibility of the pravritti into the study of this text. This is how you have to translate, difficult. Badam, iti chet, badam, if that is, then it's Purvapakshi says, then we say badam. Good. Rakaranattvena प्रकरणत्वेन एव अवान्तर संगतेः सुलभ आलोचनत्वात् प्रत्यक्ष निर्देशन अनपेक्षणात्. Since it has the status of being a prakarana, and avantar sangati, these supporting topics, ancillary topics, that is sulabha alochanatva, that can be discussed easily. Therefore, we don't have to specify that is mentioning, it doesn't have dependency on the mentioning of that avantara sangatehe, because it is sulabha alochanatva. It has the status of being discussed, being presented easily. So that which can be known easily, therefore that need not be discussed. Mukhya Vishaya, with regard to the Mukhya Mahavishayadege Shastriyatva, that is enough. Avantara Vishaya not required. Iti we argue. Tatahi also Saragrahane Chuhu. Here you have to see Saragrahana Ichuhu. Ichuhu means the desirer. One who is desirer of grasping the Sara. He is the Avantara Adhikari. Saragrahane Chuhu. Avantara Adhikari. Who is the Adhikari? Who wants to know the Sara of the Vedanta? Avantara Adhikari. सगुण निर्गुण रूप विषय भेदम परित्यज्य निर्गुण सार मात्र इह विषयः. So निर्गुणम is the vishaya, the subject matter. Tanmatra avadharanam avantara prayojanam. Understanding that nirgunam brahma. Tanmatra avadharanam, that is the prayojanam, avantara prayojanam. Sambandha api vishayanurupaha iti bhavaha. Sambandha also in keeping with the subject matter. Now, nanu shastriyaha anubandhaha shastriyavadbihi eva vigyayate. Na व्युत्पित्सुः व्युत्पित्सुभिः तत्कथमिह तेषां शास्त्रीय विषयादि अनभिज्ञानां प्रवृत्तिः इति आशङ्क्य शास्त्रीयमेव अनुबन्धं संक्षेपतः व्युत्पादयितुम् उपक्रमते तत्र अनुबन्धो नाम. That is an excellent we are going to see here. Shastriya anubandha, that is Vedanta Shastriya anubandha, they are known only to Shastra vidbihi, to the knower of the Shastra, but not Vyutpitsubhi. Vyutpitsuhi Sananta. That is Vyutpitsuhu. Pitsuhu, it is from the Dhatu up. So those who have the desire to gain, for them, Shastriya Vishaya Anabhigyanam, those who don't have the knowledge of the Shastriya Vishaya, how they will engage in the study of the Shastram. Therefore, for that purpose only, Shastriyam eva anubandham sankshepathah vyutpadayitum upakramate. Shastra vidbihi, by the knowers of the Shastra, they know what is anubandha chatushtayam, for they know, therefore they engage. But what about the people who want to learn, who want to know, and they don't have Shastriya Vishayadi Anabhijnana? They don't have the knowledge of Shastriya Vishaya. Therefore, how they will engage in the study of the text? Therefore, only here the author has simply said, Shastriyam eva anubandham sankshepadah vyutpadayitum upakramate tatra anubandha nama ityadya. Therefore, only sankshepadah, very briefly, the author here presents that anubandha of the Shastriyam upakramate vyutpadayitum upakramate, to reveal that anubandha of the Shastra, that is the anubandha of this, that he presents very briefly. Tatra anubandho nama. Tatra referring to Vedanta Shastre. We will read that line in the main text. Tatra referring to Vedanta Shastre. Swartha pratipattaram anashritya Shastrasya pravritti ayogat adu adhigari anubandha apeksha. Swartha pratipattaram, referring to the person. Pratipattaram, so pratipatru. Swartha pratipatru. Anashritya Shastrasya pravritti ayogat adau adhigari anubandha apeksha. So, Swartha pratipattaram. Pratipattaram means the knower. Swartha pratipattaram, the knower. Swartha, swasya artha, swartha pratipattaram, like karta. Anashritya Shastrasya pravrittihi, without the adhigari. Adhigari is a knower. So, swartha pratipattaram anashritya, not resorting to the swartha pratipatru, that is the person. Shastrasya pravritti katam bhavati. Therefore, in the beginning itself, adhigari have to be told first. He's telling here what is the order. Adhigari, then Vishaya, then Sambandha, then Prayojan. That order he says. First you have to tell who is adhigari. So, Shastrasya pravritti katam bhavet. How the person, how the Shastrasya pravritti means engaging in the study of the Shastram, katam bhavati, without resorting to swartha pratipatru, without resorting to that knower who is desirous swartha, who is swartha means who has commitment in knowing, gaining. Swartha pratipattaram anashritya katam bhavet. Therefore, in the sequence of anubandha chatushtaya, adhigari comes first. Adu adhikari anubandha apeksha. Anubandha as the apeksha, as the expectancy on the first thing, which is adhikari. Because without resorting to him, there will not be pravritti into the study of the Shastram. Tasya cha vishaya bodham antarena apravrittehe vishayasya tadanantaryam is immediately following. That is vishaya bodham antarena pravrittehe apravrittehe vishayasya. That is apravrittehe vishayasya vishaya bodham. That is the subject matter which is not known, it's a new subject matter. So that the person has interest in knowing this new. If it already known, why the person studies? So therefore, that Vishaya, the subject matter, immediately follows the Adhikari in the Anubandha Chatushtayam. Vishayasya cha Shakya Pratipadyatva Siddhaye Sambandhasya Vishaya Anantaryam. Then that Vishaya, then after the Vishaya, Sambandha immediately follows. Shakya Pratipadyatva Siddhaye. That is Pratipadaka, Pratipadya, that Sambandha, that is called Sambandha. We'll talk about that later. That immediately follows the Vishaya. Prayojanasya Charamatvam. And finally comes the Prayojana. Prasiddham. Prayojanasya Charamatvam Prasiddham. Iti Uddesha Patakramaha Vivakshitaha. Iti the Patakrama, the reading, and that in order it is Vivakshitaha, that is Vivakshita, that is presented. Tatacha Shariraka Sutram Atato Brahma Jignasa iti. Brahma Sutra, the first sutra, Atato Brahma Jignasa. So there it is presented. Atha referring to, that is after Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. Adhikari Vishaya iti Shariraka Sutre Vartate Pratama Sutram. Now we will read the next line, number 5. Tatra Anubandha Nama
Tatra anubandha nama
Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanani.
adhikari
अधिकारी
vishaya
विषय
sambandha
संबंध प्रयोजनानि
Tatra referring to this Shastram. Tasmin Tatra or Tatra, that being so. Like Tatra that being so. What being so? Rakaranasya Anubandha Chatushtayam, Mula Granthasya Anubandha Chatushtayam. That being so, therefore Anubandha it just mentions. Anubandha Nama Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanani. It's a samasa. Utretra Dvandva samasa. Adhikari cha Vishaya cha Sambandha cha Prayojanam cha Paravatalingam Dvandva Tatpurushayoho. By that Prayojanani iti, whole thing is Napumsakalinga word. Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanam, Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojane, Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanani iti Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachana Rupa. Anubandha Atra Anubandha Chatushtayam. This Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanani. What is Anubandha Chatushtayam? He tells briefly. Now we'll read from here. Anubandha Chatushtayam. Yatha uddesham adhikarinam lakshati adhikaritu iti swadhyayaha adhyetavyah iti vachanat. I think this will come later. It's not. This will read later. I will read from here. Tata uddesha krama adhikarinam nirupayati. The author nirupayati uddesha krama adhikarinam. For whom this text is written, and the krama, the yatha uddesha kramam adhikarinam. In keeping with the order in the Anubandha Chatushtaya, the first one is adhikari. So the adhikari is being established by the author here by saying adhikari tu iti. Okay. This, I think this line has not been commented here in this. Directly has taken into the next one where Adhikari is. Anyway, so there is nothing to discuss. Just mentioning the Anubandha Chatushtaya. Adhikari, Vishaya, Sambandha, Prayojanani. That's all. Here, neither the commentator doesn't discuss. Because already told, Pratakna Alochaniyaha, therefore not discussed. Okay, there is nothing there. Only the mentioning of the Anubandha Chatushtaya. Then we will move to the next one. Next sentence number 6. There it is. Adhikari is elaborately presented. Adhikari tu
अधिकारी तु
Vidhivat
विधिवत्
Adhita Veda Vedangatveda
अधीत वेद वेदांगत्वेन
Apatataha
आपाततः
Adhigata Akila Vedartaha
अधिक वेदार्थः
Asmin Janmani Janmantare Va
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन् जन्मान्तरे वा
Kamya Nishiddha Varjana Purasaram
काम्य निषिद्ध वर्जन
पुरस्सरं
Nitya Naimitrika Pragyaschitta Upasana Anushthanena
नित्य नैमित्तिक
नैमित्तिक
प्रायश्चित
उपासना
उपासन अनुष्ठानेन
Nirgata Nikhila Kalmashataya
निर्गत निखिल कल्मषतया
Nitanta Nirmala Swantaha
नितान्त निर्मल स्वान्तः
Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha Pramata.
साधन
चतुष्टय संपन्नः प्रमाता.
This is the Adhikari. Nowhere you will see just a long description of who is an Adhikari. Generally, we will say Mumukshu is Adhikari. The Vedanta just we say Mumukshu, but he has presented who is an Adhikari very elaborately. So Adhikari is the first in the Anubandha Chatushtayam. Adhikari kaha iti tatra pratipadyate acharyena grantakarena Vedanta Saraha iti asya grantasya Adhikari. Even Vedanta also. This definition is not only for this grantha, even for the study of the Upanishad, who is an Adhikari. Pramata Adhikari. Who is Adhikari? Pramata. Pramata Adhikari. Pramata means the Tikakara will say. Pramata iti katanat spashtam bhavati yat ayam purushaha pramata laukika vaidika vyavahareshu abhrantaha yathartha jnanavan. That is called pramata. A person who is very clear with regard to laukika vaidika vishaya. There is no brahma, there is no confusion, there is no delusion. We will read Pramata Adhikari. Pramata has to be the Adhikari. Pramata, that Pramata is the knower, Pramatru. The knower is the Adhikari, or the one who wants to know, the knower. That's called knower. Who is the knower? The one who wants to know. It's called the knower. Not Muktaha. Not the one who is already liberated. Mukta Purusha is not the Pramata. In fact, for Mukta Purusha, the Shastram doesn't have any purpose. The Shastram also given up. Shastram is required till the knowledge is gained. Once it is gained, then what is the use of holding on to the Shastram? That also is given up. That is the ultimate sannyasa. To study the Shastram, the person takes to sannyasa, exclusive pursuit of the study of the Shastram. The Shravana Manana Nidhyasa. That also given up. After gaining knowledge, Jnana Nishta, what is the use of the Shastra? Therefore, Pramata is the knower. Knower is a pramata, the one who wants to know. So therefore, those who already know, they are not the adhikari. So therefore, that pramata is adhikari. You have to connect first line adhikari, pramata. Adhikari, pramata. Then the other description is there about adhikari. Sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha. Sampannaha, referring to the person, is endowed with sadhana, the disciplines, which are of four types, chatushtayam, sadhana chatushtayam, fourfold sadhanani, disciplines. You must have sadhana chatushtayam. What is sadhana chatushtayam? We don't know. I mean, we don't know means the reader of the text doesn't know. That the author himself will explain later. That is the beauty of this text. Tattva also like that only. A new word you will see in the definition of a thing. Then that new word will be defined. And in the process of defining the word, another new word will be used. That will be defined. And in the process of that, a new word will be used. That will be defined. So therefore, you will see the connection. So sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha. We don't know what is sadhana chatushtayam. Then that is going to the next one. Sadhana chatushtayam kim iti. The next line. The author. Therefore, you will see the connection. You will see the connection here. Anyway, we'll see. Not only sadhana chatushtaya, every word of the discussion of the adhikari here. Different types of karmas are mentioned. Nitya karma, naimitya karma. Everything will be elaborated. It will be defined. This is again a defining definition book like Tattva. So sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, that will come later. Samadhi shakta sampattihi, viveka vairagya, etc. Now, we don't know. We have to just take the word as it is. Sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, pramata adhikari bhavati. The one who is endowed with sadhana chatushtayam, and the knower is the adhikari. Then that person must have been vidivat adhita veda vedangatvena. Vidivat means in keeping with the vidhi, the protocol. Vidivat. You should have studied, the person should have studied vidivat in keeping with the protocol, in keeping with the norms. What is the norm? Study of Veda, Vedanga by going to the Gurukulam or by going to the Guru and doing Guru Seva, Ashrama Seva, Tadvitti Pranipatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya, Samitpanihi, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. That is the Vidivat. Like Shaunaka, or we approach the Guru. That is a Vidivat. Or that is going to the Guru and asking for knowledge. Or Vidivata Adita, the person after the 8 years or so 9 years is endowed with Upanayana, then he becomes eligible for the study of the Shastram, eligible for the Gayatri Mantra Japa and for the study of Shastram. Then he goes to the Guru and he learns Veda, Vedanga also. Veda means the whole Veda. Veda Purva and Veda Anta. Whole Veda. Vidivata Adita. Having studied Veda, along with Vedanga, Vedanam Angani, Vedangani, Shiksha, Kalpo, Niruktam, Vyakanam, Chandaha, Jyotisham, iti, Shad Vedanga, Vedangatvena, Vedangatvam, Tena, Vedangatvena, Vidivata, Adita, Adita means studied, Adita, Adi Purvaka, Ing Dhatu, Ta Pratyaya, Nishta Pratyaya, Adita. He should have studied, the person must have studied Veda and Vedanga. So Adita means Adhyayanam. So Veda Adhyayanam. When he does Veda Adhyayanam, he will study Vedanga also. Vyakaranam, etc. Everything he will learn. Niruktam, Chandas, Jyotisham. So Vidivat, Adita, Veda Vedangatvena, Tena, by that person, the person must have studied. Should have studied. That is a requisite for being an adhikari. Then Vidivata, the Vidivata, as I said, it is Acharya Acharyam Upagamya, Upanayanam, Upasangamya, having gone to the Gurukulam, Acharya, staying with him and serving him and gaining the knowledge. That is the protocol. So Brahmacharya Ashrame, he learns the Veda. Then after Snataha Buddha, he gets into marriage life. So all these are the protocol. With the permission of the teacher, the person has to go and earn money and give dakshina to the guru. That is Guru Ranam. After that, with the permission of the teacher, the person enters into Grasthashrama. Whatever he had learned, that he will apply in his life. All the Agni Karya, etc., everything he will do. Or he will do for others, and therefore it survives. That's how he survives his sustenance. Therefore, here, this Adhikari here talked about the person must have studied Shastram, Veda, Vedangatvena, not by himself. Vidhi, that's why the word Vidhivata is very important. Cannot compromise on learning on one's own. Should be received only from the teacher. Vedangatvena, apatata, adhigata, akila vedartaha. So here, one more thing here. Adita Veda Vedangatvena is Aditam, Aditani Veda Vedangani, Yena Saha. Adita Veda Vedangaha. Tasya Bhavaha Adita Veda Vedangatvam Tena. So this is the Samasa. Aditani Veda Vedangani. Veda Vedangani are studied by whom? Tasya Bhavaha Adita Veda Vedangatvam Tena, by that person. Adita Veda Vedangatvena Tena. Therefore, since he had studied the Veda along with Vedanga, therefore, Apatataha Adhigata Nikila Adhigata Akila Vedartaha. Since he has studied Veda Vedanga, therefore now he has got Apatata Jnanam, general knowledge. We are talking about the person, the student who has studied Veda Vedanga. Veda includes the whole Veda, Purvabhaga and Uttarabhaga. So therefore he has got now studied the Shastra as a whole. Some knowledge he has got, not complete knowledge. That takes years of study. After Brahmacharya Ashrama, he has to continue study in Grasthashrama. That never stops. So therefore, Apatata. Akila Vedartaha. Akila Vedartaha means Adhigata Akila Vedartaha. Understanding entire Veda. General understanding. Akila means the whole Veda. It includes Vedanta also. So Akila Vedartaha. Vedartaha includes Vedanta also. As he studied Vedanta in Brahmacharya Ashrama, no. That they will not study. He has got some jnana, some paperback knowledge. That's called apatata, general knowledge. All these are gained in the student life. It's called Brahmacharya Ashrama. So these words qualify Adhikari. Vidhivata Adhita Veda Vedangatvena Apatataha Adhigata Akila Vedartaha. Akila Apatataha Akila Vedartaha, referring to the person. The person who has apatataha, who has got the general knowledge. Adhigata akila vedartaha. Adhigataha. Akila is completely. Akila vedartaha. Yena saha akila. Adhigata akila vedartaha. Referring to the person who has the general knowledge of the entire Veda, which includes Vedanta also. Specifically, he wants to know that Vedanta, then he has to engage in that study. That is what we are doing. But have we studied Veda, Vedanga? We have not done. Without doing that, how is that we are studying? Puja Swamiji says, we would have done the study of you would have done the study and you would have practiced karma in the previous Janma. Without doing karma, Veda Vigita karma, without practicing that, a person can never come to the study of Vedanta. Veda Purva precedes Vedanta. So, in Veda Purva, whatever to be done, to be followed, whatever the purpose it has to serve, like Chitta Shuddhi, etc., all these things we would have done in the previous Janma. Therefore, only in this Janma, without getting into the study of Purva Bhaga of the Veda, directly we study Vedanta. How we study Vedanta? What authority we have to study Vedanta? You are a mumukshu. If you are a mumukshu, then you are eligible for the study of Vedanta. How you became a mumukshu? Did you become a mumukshu in this life? No, it's a cycle, it's a process. You have been preparing yourself since many janma. Therefore, you would have studied the Veda and follow the procedure and follow the injunctions of the Veda in your previous life and got certain Chitta Shuddhi, Sampunyam, Palam, that has resulted in this Janma, Manushya Janma, where you have the eligibility, where you have the chance, the opportunity to study Vedanta. So it's all connected. It is not suddenly, accidentally one stumbles upon this. Everything has got a reason. Why saying this? Only if all these things are done, then only the person becomes Adhikar. But we have not done anything. We have never studied Veda, not Vedanga. We are studying Vedanta. Probably would have done in the previous Janma. That is how the sequence is. Therefore, as the Shastram says, we would have done homework in the previous Janma. That has resulted in this now in the form of the pursuit of this jnana in this Janma. And this will continue. Veda Purva has served the purpose. Then why should you do again karma and not required? You have passed SSLC. Now proceed further. Proceed higher degree. The same thing what we are doing here. So therefore, all these things are discussed in the Tika also. All these certain points are discussed. So we'll stop here. We'll continue. We'll continue the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
धन्यवाद गुरुजी।